Well, a very good Thursday morning to you, my friends. Hope everyone is safe and well. It's Thursday, which means I believe it's today. I think most of the players come back from international duty, I believe. So then that's it until the end of the season, really. I don't think there's any more breaks. And we're entering a period now which obviously we games are coming quite at a rapid pace after Tuesday, which is good because oh, I know I did say the Premier League is boring, but I do miss not moaning about West Ham losing a match or whatever. So obviously that will all start again on next Tuesday. See you next Tuesday for that one. But as I said, as you know, tonight we should have the Ludek Miklosko appreciation night with me and Martin Godlyman, the voice of West Ham. So that should be fun. And the end of the week, we'll have the next Hammer interview coming out Saturday. And then we should have another one next Thursday, but it should be a live one next Thursday. So keep an eye on the channel and you'll be able to ask your questions live on next Thursday night. So put it in the diary, both this Thursday and next Thursday. All right? Anyway, I want to put some more positive news. And obviously, I've got to be in my bonnet with the Academy and talking about, there's quite a good bit of news in terms of Freddie Potts and a lot of the young Academy graduates, so to speak, or to be graduates, hopefully, have had really good international breaks. Even below sort of the 21s, as I said, like likes of Airdris and Amika Adieli and stuff like that as well. But there's been more good news in terms of the recruitment drive for the Academy. And I'm a sales director, so yes, it's great when you're winning business and winning sort of deals, but you want to make sure you fill the hopper, so to speak, in terms of getting the people on the first rung of the ladder, and that's what we seem to be doing quite readily now with the Academy. And again, it's this sort of production line, and I think it was which your employee mentioned yesterday. Was it yesterday? I think it was how West Ham were due to sign two youngsters from Northern Ireland. We have a setup in Northern Ireland, a recruitment drive to find young talent. We've already got the likes of Callum. We've got Patrick Kelly, we've got Michael Forbes, Sean Moore, Josh Briggs. I'd say, definitely look out for Josh. I think he could make a real impact in the next 18 months, I think, with the first team. As I said, I think I could see Josh doing a similar, not maybe don't want to put too much pressure on the lad, but he could be the next Declan Rice, in terms of how he handles himself with the ball. And Deck was obviously a central defender, then moved into midfield. I think that could happen with Josh anyway. But as you said, we've got a successful setup over in the Irish Sea. Scott Boyd is heading up, doing a great job identifying players. And as I said, we should be signing two in the summer. One, I think, has already had the picture done, which is a 15-year-old lad. Northern Ireland, 16-year-old lad, Northern Ireland under 17 international, Joel Keir, who is highly rated. They got it from Glentoran. He's signed a long-term deal and is apparently one of the brightest young prospects to come out of Northern Ireland in recent years. And he'll be relocating to London with the Northern Ireland contingency, primarily a winger. He has featured as a striker as well, and as a number 10, and has even filled in at left back. So Christ knows where we're going to end up with him. But he's left-footed, and he's from County Tyrone. So there we go. But that isn't it as well. West Ham are apparently going to be bringing in another Callum Leacock, who is a 16-year-old right back from Linfield, and so that's good news because I think it shows we're taking it really seriously in terms of bringing in the best prospects into the academy and bringing them through the pathway, which is exciting. And then on top of that, where was my story? Where was it the other day? Is it here? Is that it? Is that it? Yep. And obviously we spoke about Lonry Owusu, the England under 18, under 17 goalkeeper. He is apparently set to sign professional terms later this month with the club. He signed as a scholar his scholarship ahead of the 24-25 season after impressing in under-16 level. He played a key role in the under-18s reaching the Premier League Cup final. Still haven't got the dates of that yet. I think it's going to be towards the end of April. Obviously, we play Reading in the final. He saved one of the penalties. Saved obviously the decisive penalty, but when they beat Man United in the shootout, which was pretty amazing, really. And he also appeared in 4 league games for under-18s this season. But he is due to sign a deal, which is fantastic. He's also been training with the first team as well. He's a big lad as well. He's for 17. He's a big boy. He also gets a clean sheet for the England under-17s against Mexico earlier in September when he made his debut. But again, it's encouraging. You know, we're tying these guys down to long-term deals now, and it really seems, I don't know what it is in the last 18 months, maybe since the FA Youth Cup win, but the prominence of the academy now is not back to where it was, you know, because I don't think it ever will be back to where it was, you know, under the likes of, you know, when you had like Joe Cole and Michael Carrick's and Rio Ferdinand before then and Frank Lampard. You know, I don't think you'll ever get to that level anymore just because of the nature of football and the amount of money in football. And that's not a fault of the academy at West Ham. I think it's a fault of football. We've spoken about that many a time. And indeed, I think it was on Saturday I went through Where Are They Now and looked at some of the departures from the graduate, you know, from the academy. And the grass isn't always greener, but they're still they'll still end up having decent careers, you know, and that's the second reason why the academy is there, as Tony Carr said on this channel 18 months ago or something like that when we interviewed him about that. But but that's what I'm saying. It's encouraging to see what they're doing, and I said, you know, Lawnbury, you know, getting him tied down on a long-term deal was great as well. He's only 17, but obviously signing pro deals. Congratulations to him. It's obviously not official until, you know, we get the picture of him with Kenny Brown or Martin Noble or both, either side when he's signing the fake paper. But that's why I'm positive, you know. And as I said, for a long time, I don't think we've had the caliber of players coming into the academy that have allowed us to have this conveyor belt of talent coming through. And as I said, it's as we said today, yesterday rather. You know, Freddie comes. Someone made a good point. I didn't even fucking mention George Earthy in all that discussion. Now, obviously, George just didn't feature in internationals. He got injured in international training and pulled out of the squad. But you know, what roles George can be playing next year? If led to be believed that Luis Guilherme could be going, there's about half a dozen clubs interested in him in the summer. Would that mean that George's place in this, he could take over George could take over his place? You know, we don't know what's going to happen with Harry Kudus. We don't know what happens with Paqueta. But someone like George, obviously hasn't the greatest time on loan at Bristol City. He's been injured. When he's played, he has tended to make things happen and has been on the end of goals and assists, but obviously not as many as he liked. But I don't think he's played as much as he likes. There was injuries, and obviously once a player gets injured, he tends to get sort of down the pecking order. But we haven't even really spoken about George, really, apart from the academy show, 10 seconds here, 10 seconds there, really. But that's the reason to be excited as well, you know, next season. You know, what role's he going to play? What's a George Earthy going to do under a Graham Potter? There's so much potential there. It's really exciting. And then that on top of hopefully a decent transfer window as well. It just seems things are on the upturn. You know, it really does. And you know, if we start seeing some good performances on the pitch for the first team, obviously under 18s, they're in the Premier League Cup final. Under 21s, they're sort of in the playoffs, albeit, you know, they're in the playoffs, but they haven't finished a regular season yet. But yeah, I'm still riding on a crest of a wave. And I'm really buzzing about talking to that. We've got some really good ex-players coming up the weekend and the following Thursday, from two different eras, and one an academy boy who's just announced his retirement. Wonder who that could be, and one a former captain. So, and actually Northern Ireland as well, a Northern Irish former captain. I wonder who that could be. So yeah, it's reasons to be cheerful, both for West Ham and for the West Ham network, and hopefully, we'll have I think Graham Potter press conference. I think that's going to be tomorrow. Well, it might even be Monday, really, but I don't think it'll be Monday. It's probably more likely to be tomorrow, on Friday, I would imagine. But yeah, we keep on trucking, and so I'm really looking forward to tonight as well. We've got Ludek Miklosko Appreciation Night. We've got Martin's done a great job, like charting Ludo's career with some highlights, and also we've got. Obviously, we've done the My 11, don't we? So a number of players have picked Ludo. So I've collated that into sort of a video package as well, and yeah, just to talk about the big man in great esteem and with great respect. So hopefully you'll join us for that. It should be good fun. It should be a good fun, and obviously it will give you opportunities to send your well wishes to Ludo. I've messaged him that we're doing this show, so hopefully he'll be tuning in. He won't come on camera or talk, but he might tune in. So it's a great opportunity to show the love to Loopy Ludo, as my granddad used to always call him. God rest his soul. But anyway, as I said, keep an eye on the channel. I think Anton will be here this afternoon. Maybe. If not, I'll be back with a lunchtime show and Hammers headlines. Until then, take care, stay safe, stay warm, stay humble, keep the faith. Come, ye bloody irons. Much love. Bye-bye.